Oh, just waiting for my soap hound.
You think he would help clean up a murder? Maybe. Oh my god, this soapy Sudsy is so cute though.
And here he comes.
This is the only way this guy gets
Let
laid.
me look at you. Are you all right? Have you become
using that dog as a weapon.
composed of saponins?
Mateo enters just after Sudsy, giving Sinclair an uneasy smile.
Sudsy does look like a baby seal. Like a baby seal, but also kind of like an eraser. You remember like those super round white erasers when we were kids?
Oh, hey, Sinclair. How you doing, buddy? I'm better than you've ever been on your worst day.
What the fuck?
Yeah, cool.
They were the best. They were the dopest. They worked so well.
Nothing to worry about with regard to the Sudster. He was just saying goodbye to the Tasselhounds. They've gotten so close, I just hate having to pull them apart.
What?
Sudsy, what did I tell you about forming inanimate attachments? The more you buy into the madness, the harder it will be when we go home. Right? Yep, absolutely. Gotta be careful. Well, thanks for bringing Sudsy by. Always a pleasure having him. You take care now, Sudsy.
Mateo leans down to whisper to Sudsy.
Come on back.
I know, I feel like he's
anytime,
trying to
okay,
monopolize Sudsy's time, and I'm sad about that.
boy? Good boy.
I love you, probably. I'm scared. Is that normal?
Sinclair is... well, he's just... I mean, when you look at it from his perspective...
No.
Okay, I got nothing. I can't figure the guy out.
I don't want to do that.
He sure does love that dog, though.
What the fuck? That's all I get? What? Okay, we have to put a teddy on the microwave before we talk to a blanket.
Oh, this one. This is the biggie, buddy. It's a good one.
I want to snuggle this person so hard.
The Great Constructing of Beaver Proudtail. It was very early in the morning, one cold and foggy day, a very long time ago. Young Beaver Proudtail was walking quietly and efficiently through the dugout tunnels of his den, his trusty stick tucked confidently under one arm.
Thank you for the resub, Wand. I fucking appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. That's a lot of months. Please tell us about
It
your
was at
beaver.
this time every morning that the young beaver made his rounds through the whole den where his colony lived, and then up and out the riverbank, where the world he knew, the world he vigilantly protected, met the strangeness of outside. His large tail balanced him expertly as he climbed the long entrance tunnel to the surface, occasionally using his dignified stick in an undignified manner to scramble up the pathway. As he heaved himself out onto the bank of the river, Beaver's attentiveness grew even more acute. It was dangerous to be outside alone. It seemed like there had always been the war. He couldn't remember any outright battles or even any scrappy skirmishes, but they were definitely
lazy
at war. He
falling
was sure of
from.
it. For a moment, he almost asked himself what the war was even about. But he forgot to finish the question. He was very young,
Beaver
after all.
Proudtail,
And
the great
what did it
constructing
matter?
of Beaver
The colony was
Proudtail.
on the other side of the river, and beavers didn't even cross rivers.
Why would they?
He smartly tucked his stick back under his arm and began
Yeah,
his
tuck
patrol.
your stick.
So many steps this way, a scrutinizing scan, and so many steps back.
I'm loading a bowl, I'm sorry. He looks like
But
a
today,
teddy bear to me,
something was
busting at the
different.
seams.
On the other bank of the river, through the fog, he heard the distinctive sounds of battle.
but...
On guard, ye scum-footed knave, the voice cried.
You scum-footed
Defy me at your
knave.
peril. The sounds of the wood clanging against wood echoed through the fog. Hey-ya! Pow! Bing, bang, boom!
Haha, nice voices.
Who goes there? Shouted Beaver, his heart in his little
Never
throat.
interrupt.
As an answer, he heard a young and high-pitched yell.
And I kick him, sir.
My name is Builder. Hi?
I was waiting to see if this one made you cry or not. Okay, so we're not making fun of the story that's gonna eventually like break our fucking hearts in half. Like, and the beaver fell on his stick and bled out alone in the forest. The end. What a proud beaver tale.
Hi. It was
Side
all
note,
Beaver
I
could
have to
manage.
chop up this giant ass bud, and
He
I'm
was
sad
talking
about
to
it.
another creature, a stranger, and a stranger from across the river at that. How many times had the colony council, the denizen, warned him
Heartbreaking.
about the dangers of this?
Sweet.
It was
Look at that
strictly
bitch.
against the rules.
She's beautiful. Isn't she? I feel like it's a QVC of weed. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? I gotta break her up. I know. She did. She survived all of her sisters. Now it's just... I have to rip her feet off now and set them on fire to feel better about myself.
And Beaver had always followed the rules. Hi! The voice came careening back across the water. What's your name? Beaver heaved a deep breath. Whoever this builder was, Beaver was not going to be shown less brave than he.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I'm Beaver. Beaver Proudtail.
I have a tail, too.
Well, hello, Beaver Patton. Builder Jumpfoot's my name. I'm playing at war. Want to join me?
I'm playing at war? No, I don't want to join you. Ooh, great news is I got 10 grams of bud for my birthday from a friend as a welcoming gift of arriving in Belgium. Sad news is my vaporizer's in the container and I have to smoke this bud. I mean, that's sad news that you have to smoke the bud. Rip up a newspaper and smoke that shit. How long has it been? You won't be sad in like 5 minutes if you just get busy. I mean, I'm not trying to be facetious here, but like, isn't getting fucked up kind of like the plan? Like, I'm not excited to smoke a spliff, but if I'm in the UK and haven't had weed in a week, I'm pretty excited to smoke a spliff. Do you know what I'm saying? I know, and I'm being bitchy back at you, because, like, bitch, suck it up and smoke your weed, get high with us. We're dating our bedroom items.
I most certainly do not, cried Beaver. Playing at war? War is serious business, not for playing. My colony is in a war right now, and I'm going to be a general when I grow up. I'm going to win that war. You'll
Are
see.
spliffs the same where you live, Greg, or is it tobacco and weed? I just don't like the tobacco. It leaves the most gross, like, film in my mouth. But I've learned that some people call a spliff a joint, what we call a joint, which is just weed inside. I love a joint.
Oh, gosh, sighed Builder.
But the tobacco
I
makes
sure
my
hope you
mouth
do.
feel fuzzy.
My colony is in a war too, and
In a bad way.
I'm so tired of it. That's
Oh,
why
also,
I
Mel,
made it a
thank you so
game.
much for resubbing the class, keeping the class
Games are
alive, and
so
giving
much
it its
less
wings.
boring than warring all the time.
What is playing war?
Pieces began rapidly whirling around in Beaver's mind. Builder's colony. He's at war too. Right across the river. he realized he was talking to a beaver from the colony across the river, his sworn enemy since birth.
Stab him with a stick!
Just then, the wind blew a gentle clearing in the fog, and the two young beavers saw each other for the first time.
I remember
could
when
have
my
been
beaver
twins.
saw its other beaver for the first
Bright
time.
black eyes, thick tails, strong sticks, embellished with their colony colors.
Yeah.
Builder's face broke into a broad grin.
You look just like me!
Scoffed Beaver.
I'd say you look just like me.
Builder laughed. The two regarded each other in amazement for another moment. It was the first time either of them had seen a denizen from the other colony. Builder leaned down and hefted up a perfect pebble from the riverside. Not too big, not too small.
Same
He
touch.
tossed
I'm not
it
a
up.
huge. I think
With
like
perfect timing, he swung his stick
whenever I
easily,
smoke a
and
joint,
Beaver
I feel
heard
like the
it
vast majority
crack
of it's just burning into the
as it met the
atmosphere.
pebble in midair and sent it winging
I
across
prefer my
the
little
water.
bone. She's great.
Instinctively, Beaver reached out and caught it in his paw. Now he was accepting contraband?
What a
What would
slut.
his parents say?
I wonder. Probably that it's not a good idea.
But, upon inspection, the pebble was quite beautiful. It had a single bold red stripe around it, and it was wet from the riverside mud. His young mind decided that he would keep it. He would keep it a secret, of course, and that was all right. The denizen didn't have to know everything. The clearing and the fog began to fill with thickened air. He looked up, suddenly anxious to lose his new friend. Friend? Huh. How quickly that had happened. And there Builder was, smiling and waving.
Maybe we'll play together again soon.
He offered.
Welcome, Cloud Girl. How are you, love? I recently read about another interesting long-distance relationship between two inmates at a prison, but obviously they were in different wards because one was a girl and one was a guy. But the guy was able to impregnate the girl successfully using, like, holes in the wall, a coat hanger, and some string. And, like, I think a rag or something. I don't know, man. It's crazy. Like, I can't stop thinking about it, and I still don't know how it happened.
Beaver gripped the pebble and nodded.
It's a puzzle my brain just
yes.
can't put together.
Yes, maybe. One day.
I'm
And then
assuming,
Builder
like,
was lost.
no. Life finds a way. I think the string was fed through the hole in the wall, and then it was, like, wound onto a coat hanger, and the string was, like, saturated in the Simmons. And then that was, like... It can't have been sexy any way you slice it. Come on.
Beaver finished his patrol and took his new experience, his pebble, and his smartly tucked stick back down to the colony.
You remember you have a microphone in front of you, right, CK? Yeah, and honestly, I'm just glad I have people to share these things with. Because if you think about it, I'm gonna be fed this algorithm of fuck twat content on my Instagram regardless. But it's cool to have people to share it with, because like not only am I fucked up from this, now you are too. And that's friendship. I'm sorry, Cloud Girl. I hope the best for you, Honey Bean. And your mother. It will haunt my dreams I don't have forever. You're welcome. My neighbors, a few doors down, smoke some skunk-ass pot. I can smell when you smoke it, and I'm four doors down. Is he cool? Like, would he be chill to smoke with?
How you doing, buddy? Need a break?
Nah, let's do this. I'm in. This is so fun.
Many seasons had
This is
passed since that morning when Beaver Proudtail, all grown up, marched through the tunnels of his colony toward his audience with the denizen. Today was the day he'd been anticipating his whole life. Today, he would be made an under-general of the colony, and he'd finally have the chance to present his machine.
I was in a meeting. What fuck twats are we doing? I'm game either way. Let's fucking go.
See, the machine he envisioned was a daring one. He was prepared for pushback and doubt from the council. The longest, in particular. The longest had been the leader of the denizens for most of his life. And she was not always interested in things new or unfamiliar. He rapped on the denizen chamber door. Knock, knock. My goodness, Beaver, sighed the longest, brows knitted. This machine is quite an undertaking, and you won't even tell us what it does. Yes, ma'am, Beaver nodded. It must be kept a secret, for now, but I promise it will conclusively end this war.
Beaver Wars?
The longest considered. Normally, I would say no. Unfamiliar can be dangerous.
This is the
And
longest
outright
little
no.
golden book ever.
Well,
if your kid's not asleep by now, Golden Book did not do
She
their
stroked
job.
her butt.
I'm
We
so
have
sorry
all
about
seen the
that.
construction beginning on the other side of the river.
She stroked something.
We have no way of
Secret
knowing
beaver
what they're
machine.
up to, and it would be irresponsible of us to take no action at all.
You know what they could do on either, like across the river? Play badminton.
They're doing something. We must do something too. Deep murmurs of assent rippled around the small stump table. And we trust Beaver. He is
It'd
our
be
newest
so wet.
under-general, after all. She winked in his direction. If he believes his machine will truly and finally tip the balance of the Great War in our favor. She paused. The silence was agonizing. Beaver kept his eyes fixed on the wall just behind her head, patient. His paw unconsciously turned and returned a small pebble in his pocket, caressing
any
along
bakers
the
in
line
chat?
a single great red stripe.
Recently, I made some zucchini bread, and like, it didn't bake all the way through. No matter how long I left it in, like the bottom like third of it didn't bake. And I don't know what I did wrong.
Then
I
permission
followed a
is
recipe to the
granted.
T. I'm not
Beaver
good
let
enough to
go
fuck
the
with it
breath
yet.
He had been holding. Whew. Begin construction as soon
I'm
as
baked
you are
and I like to
able,
bake.
Under General.
But I've made
And good luck.
this same zucchini
She
bread
smiled
before and it was
warmly.
fine, and this time it ended up like a custard layer of like cooked but not baked.
But the burden
And I
of
don't
her
know what
long
I did
years of
wrong.
leadership showed through her sagging cheeks.
You have a sagging
we
cheek.
will be watching. Beaver smartly
Me neither.
untucked and retucked his stick, slapped his tail once against the packed ground in assent. Yes, ma'am. Longest.
My oven sold it
begin
only
right
has one
away.
setting. Oven. Could it be too high of heat?
He turned on his heel and marched out of the
Because I
chamber.
do live at a weird
It was the first day
altitude.
of
Literally,
summer.
like living where I live,
It
we have
was
to
going to be
we have
a
to
long
alter baking
and
recipes
exciting season.
because we're so high up. We're like 6,000 feet up.
At first, the build crews the longest had placed under his
wild.
command were reticent. What
Sounds
are we
to me like
building?
there's too much moisture in the zucchini and
They
it
would
settled at the
complain.
bottom of the pan.
What does it do?
That's what I thought too. And the recipe that I followed that worked before, I don't know why it didn't work this time. The recipe that I followed before, it told me not to like squeeze all the moisture out of the zucchini. Like you grate it and then it said set it out in a colander over the sink while you do everything else. And then by the time you're ready to mix it in, just shake that water off and mix it in, but not to squeeze it out because you want the moisture from it. Should I squeeze the moisture out of my zucchinis? Maybe that's it. It looks literally like steamed pound cake, the bottom third of the loaf. Like no crumb at all. It's just like dense. But then the top 2/3 baked great. It was weird. Oh, I didn't consider that maybe because mine are super fresh, they are just like dripping with moisture. Maybe that's what I'll do. I have so many fucking zucchini, so it's like, whatever, I'll just make more. But I don't know. I couldn't, I was trying to figure out what the fuck I did wrong.
them to follow instructions, their eyes flickered nervously to the building across the river.
Mine are huge.
Maybe it's something to help us fish the river. Corinth
My
Blue Eye
zucchinis.
speculated. Did you hear? Denny Strongpaw almost got swept away yesterday. And his whole crew. He did? But Denny's the strongest fisher we have. Shelby Tunneler sighed. Ah, this river. It's so fast. Yes, retorted Madden Sharptooth. But fishing will not win us the war. We must focus
Lay
on
him
the
out on
war.
a paper towel and probably like
And
pat
the others
him.
agreed.
Let 'em
and went
sweat.
back to their building. Sometimes the longest would come to check on the machine, casting her critical eye over every joint and pillar. Most often, she went back below with hardly a word to Beaver, appraising, wearing her doubt like a shawl.
I was thinking that, David, kind of like what you do to, do you do that to eggplant? You, like, sweat it.
But as the summer season progressed, the mood began to shift.
Get out
Crews
of my
would show up
head.
to their duties early. They
I would just do
smiled
that
more.
instead of adding
They
the
stood up
salt to the
straighter
recipe.
when Beaver came by them, or looked to them for progress.
Would that be too salty, though? It sweats on its own. I mean, that's why it kind of made sense. Like, literally, just like, if I, like, scratch the flesh on the outside, it just starts to ooze. Like, these are very plump, fresh-ass zucchinis straight out of my yard. So I think they just
machine,
might have extra
whatever it was,
moisture that's not
was
accounted
taking
for in the
shape,
recipe.
And its scale was impressive. It looked angry.
So I'm trying to
It
think
looked
how to
like the
question
great
this.
weapon they all hoped and prayed it was.
So if I just like grate the zucchini, set it out on some paper towels, pat it, you know, let it sweat, whatever, try to get the moisture out of it. If I mix it and I notice it is a really, really wet batter still, can I, like, because it's a sweet bread, this is, I mean, I don't know, I've never adjusted recipes before. Can I add flour to it to kind of give it more structure? Would that help it bake better? Would it give something for that moisture to go into, or is that not something to be fucked with?
The crews began comparing
I
their
lost the
machine
I
to
lost the
thing
beaver
on the
story.
other
You guys
side
are
of
more
the river.
interesting.
They even began trading barbs.
I would
and
have fallen asleep
joked
on this
with the
dude like
beavers
an
working
hour
on the
ago,
other side.
probably.
They pushed and prodded about who would finish their
It is
project
tricky, I
first.
know. That's why I don't like fucking with
Ours
baking
is a
recipes,
ship to
because
go
it's
to
kind
the
of more
sky.
science.
And from there, we'll drop stars on you,
anything.
and we'll win the war.
And like, I fucked up one batch, but I don't want to. I have never fucked up zucchini bread before. That's why I'm kind of baffled. Like, what did I do wrong?
Would come the reply.
Ours is a wooden dragon who lives under the water, who can take us
Ooh,
safely
Viata,
across this
do you bake
speeding river,
zucchini bread?
and we'll come upon you unexpectedly.
We're
and
trying to find out
wail
what
when
happened to mine. I kind of want to go get it and show you
Days
guys
were
what
marked
happened.
now by hard work, and the sounds of challenge
This is a sleepy boy.
ricocheting across the water.
Putting in like a
Beaver
pinch of cornstarch.
Said the longest as she held onto his arm one day late into the summer sun.
Baking phallic veggies is more
I
interesting
don't
than
need to
beavers,
tell you.
apparently.
The whole colony speaks of nothing
We're
but
all
your
here to be
machine.
horny together.
They are
And this
all
guy's
so proud of
trying to
you.
put me to bed.
Beaver nodded solemnly.
Tablespoon or
Thank
two
you,
of flour
ma'am.
shouldn't fuck it up too much. I have no idea. I
But
genuinely.
the season draws on. You must finish
I've never fucked with a
before the
recipe
rains
before.
come. And then you'll have to finally tell us what this
Damien,
is that
I
you've created.
literally, so before I've made this and I made it, I cooked it for 50 minutes. I'm not kidding you. I doubled it and it didn't cook.
Beaver's
Something's
paw
wrong.
found the
Something
lucky
was
pebble in
wrong,
his
like the
pocket.
zucchini too wet or something.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I just
It will
kept
be
pushing
done.
it and pushing it
And
and
I will
waiting for a
test it,
clean
and
toothpick,
you
clean
will watch.
toothpick.
You'll see the
Not
destruction
clean,
of
not
our enemy.
clean, not clean, not clean.
The longest
And I just kept
squeezed
letting
his
it go.
arm
It's insane.
affectionately. And together they looked out over the setting sun and the water. How you doing, buddy? Need a break?
Oh my god, he's still going? That's okay. We'll get him in love with us, and then we never have to do this
And
again.
then the day came.
I'm gonna grab my
The
bread.
crew stood around the great machine, eyeing with wonder the marvel that
Oh, they
had
made a
built.
machine. It's happening.
A few beaver folk noticed how similar theirs looked to the one across the river. But that was okay, they reasoned. They had been built facing each other after all.
Auto advanced dialogue. I don't know, dude. I think it's like a test
Beaver
of will.
Proudtail strode up to the front of his machine. With his well-worn stick and his powerful
What the
bearing,
fuck?
he cut quite a figure.
Do you see that? It's a solid.
Corinth Blue Eye and Shelby Tunneler stood just behind him, awaiting their orders. All right, Corinth.
Like,
Beaver turned to face them.
it's
Do you
mush.
have the rope?
It's just mush. And it was in the oven forever. No rise, no nothing. And I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck I did wrong. Because I've followed this recipe before. And it's worked. It's never done this. It is literally like a pudding. It's custard. Zeke eats it. He likes it. He ate it last night. I was like, okay, I mean, it's cooked. It's not raw. There's no fucking way it was raw, so go for it. But, like, I'm not gonna, because something, you can't eat. I mean, there's not a crumb. Look at that. It's crazy. It's so dense. Literally like a Christmas pudding. I don't know what happened. And then, but these are the big boys I pulled out this morning. Look at this crazy shit. They're huge. I have so many of these in my yard right now. And they just keep coming. So it's not like I don't have the vegetables to do the bread again. I'm just baffled. I just don't understand what I did wrong. And I know there's bakers out there, and I was trying to come up with something to talk about that wasn't the beavers. Because what the fuck's going on with the beavers?
Yes, sir. Corinth turned to Shelby, who produced
Cloud
the
Girl,
end of a
Zach
long
really,
length
he
of
microwaved
woven
it with
rope from a
butter last
basket
night,
in the base of
and
the
he
machine.
loved it. It's custard. If
Time
you've
to
ever
get
had
me
like a
up there, then.
custardy cake like that, that's exactly what it is. But I don't know how or why that happened.
With the end of the rope tied around his waist, Beaver
No,
climbed
don't be
up
sorry at all.
to what
It
looked
is.
like a large square of woven netting.
It
pulled
smells
tightly
incredible.
back from its center by a thick cable. The cable was held by 4 whole crews of beaver folk, straining against the resistance of the net.
It's great. It's just like not banana bread or zucchini bread texture. They're huge. That's what I'm thinking, Sec. I'm thinking I have to dry them out more because they're just so big. This is so heavy. It's crazy. Dude, right? With some custard cream on that, it'd be amazing. Or like Cool Whip. Zach sliced it and nuked it with butter last night, and he said it was dank, so I'm not sad. I'm just like, why? Why'd that happen? It's not bread. It's something else. It reminds me of something. Just taking a bite of it right now, it's something that's like custardy, but dense. Something I've had before, and I cannot put my finger on it.
The longest stood back at a safe distance, her shawl wrapped tightly around her shoulders to ward off the early autumn chill.
Baking soda powder was the rising agent, I believe. Yellow zucchini fried up with a little bit of paprika. No shit. I'll try that. I've been on the search for recipes. I've canned it. I've pickled it. I made a soup out of it. I've made zucchini bread once successfully, once unsuccessfully for some reason. You know what I just realized? I've only made this zucchini bread successfully with the squash. This batch that I just made is finally with my actual zucchini. I wonder if my zucchini is just like... I mean, this is so heavy. For a zucchini, I'm thinking maybe these are just moist as fuck, comparatively. I just realized that. This is my first bread where I've actually incorporated the zucchini and not just the squash. I wonder if that had something to do with it. Like, this is definitely, like, this is lighter than this one. Look at the size difference. This is a dense bitch. She's so voluptuous. I know, check this one. She has such a fun little curve to her. I don't know why this happens. Dude. No shit. People made jokes about that, but check this. Like, ha ha ha, funny, but I can't even get my fingers around it. Nana's always said if it don't fit, don't force it. That bread is damn good. It's just not bread. I don't know what I did. I'm thinking the zucchini was just too much moisture. It's got to be a higher moisture. This is heavy comparatively. I'm just realizing that. These are relatively, I mean, kind of. This one's so much more dense. I think it's the zucchini. I think y'all might have clued me in on what happened there. Yeah, it's cooked and it tastes great. It's weird because it's like, I don't know if you can see this. It does separate like there should have been a crumb, but the air couldn't lift it because it's just so fucking dense. Weird. I don't know. That just reminds me of your grandma's wisdom. If it don't fit, don't force it.
Beaver settled himself right in the middle of the netting, at the last moment shaking his head in sudden memory.
Nana sticks.
Here, he said to Shelby, and handed her his precious stick. I'll be back.
I know.
for this.
When reading smut, she couldn't encircle the entirety of the shaft with 2 hands. Ma'am, what? Where's that going? Where's that going? Where's that going?
Back?
Mm-mm.
Queried Shelby. Ready,
Well,
crews!
Greg, the ones we get in the
Shelby
store are
Beaver.
fucking pathetic too.
Ready, under General! Came the chorused reply. And... loose!
The ones we get here are in a store. They're like probably this long and like this big around. And they're very uniform and they all look identical. Oh yeah. It's very fun growing your own produce because all of this, like I actually think these are from the same plant. And they're not uniform and they're not the prettiest things in the world. So these would never make it to a store, but like, tell me you wouldn't want to buy this. Like this is such a dense, heavy, fucking beautiful vegetable. I want to, like, this is why we go to farmers markets and shit, right? To see real fruits and veggies the way they're supposed to grow and be like, fuck. I don't need 7 zucchini for bread. I can use 1. That's 1. 1 is a loaf. I'm good. That's so good.
At their cue, the crew
It's just water.
simultaneously released their hold on the cabling, and the netting rocketed forward, launching Beaver Proudtail out into the air.
Oh no!
Great river! They cried in consternation.
I could probably make a pretty penny off of my
What? Where is he
organic,
gone?
locally
Is he
grown
all right?
Colorado
What have we done?
zucchini
The
and
confusion
squash
was
if I
so
was so
great that
inclined.
not
But
even
this
the
year it's for me
longest
and
could
friends
restore
that want to
order.
eat it. I gave literally like 20 pounds to Scott and Bree. Scott actually came to my chat, whatever day, Tuesday, and told me that the kids said specifically he had to come tell me that my bread was amazing. And I gave them zucchini bread, the successful ones. The ones I kept were not successful.
Minutes
I don't know what
passed
happened.
before another shape came sailing
wet.
over the river from the other side to plop safely and squarely into the center of
Yeah,
the net.
we call this, oh my god, no thank you. Do you like playing video games? Mario Kart, maybe? Mm-hmm. That's a sweet, dear God. Do you like hiking?
It was Beaver.
No, thank you.
He had the same square head and the same rope wrapped securely around his waist.
Dude, I probably have some zucchini. That are bigger than my calf. This is close.
Good lord! What a ride!
If I
That's
had a
the most
zucchini
fun
bigger
I've
than
had
my
in
thigh,
weeks.
Said the
holy
shape in the net.
tits.
He began to disentangle himself and stand up.
Shape in the net?
And it wasn't Beaver after all.
Who's in my net?
The royal of the cruise was instant.
No
and
idea.
A bit frightening.
But we're talking about no thank you
Who is
penis
this?
sizes,
Who are
Viata.
you? They cried, and the longest shouted at the top of her lungs, "Detain the stranger!"
Where's that gonna go? No.
The crews pulled him down from the net, and the stranger never stopped smiling, greeting them warmly, even patting some of the beaver folk on the back.
Spiff, I think ours just got drowned and I got
Just
lucky.
like Beaver. But Beaver never smiled like that.
That's your anus and vagina becoming the same hole. Twitch tried to block you from saying anus and vagina. Wait, because are those insult words? You anus.
Beaver hardly smiled at all, come to think of it.
Can we get a con check in the chat?
I can understand your confusion.
Said the stranger genially. When no
I bet it
reply
was
or
vagina.
greeting was forthcoming,
I bet it was the vagina.
Builder went on.
Everybody has an anus.
I'm from the colony across the river.
Oh, the silence was absolute. Across the river? How was that possible? Was he a weapon? Where was Beaver? How were they ever to get him back?
It made me agree to send cunt. According to Twitch staff, it's because it's really what it's asking is like, are you sure you want to insult someone like that? Like you're calling someone a cunt? It's just unfortunate that there's not more communities that celebrate cunts and buttholes and penises. We just like to celebrate bodies, but for some reason the world hates women. I don't get it. It's weird. He's probably just dead.
Builder just smiled, absolutely at his ease, seemingly pleased as punch to be among all these new friends.
Oh my god, angina has nothing to do with anus and vagina. Angina is terrible. That's facts. Oh. Maybe we should do the other way, like... Vagina. Let's... Vaginus. Venus. A Venus. A Venus. A Venus.
And into this silence sailed the figure of Beaver, a new rope tied around his waist. There were now 3 lines of thick
Cunty
rope
vagina
across the river.
anus. That passed.
Beaver landed expertly
Have you already
in the
cussed
center of the
today,
net,
though?
untied his waist rope, and climbed down.
Waist rope.
You are Builder? Beaver reached out his paw to the stranger.
And I am Builder indeed.
Oops.
And it has been the dream of my life to finally meet you like this, in the daylight, on the same...
Mine as well, my friend. Beaver, for the first time in his life, allowed
Real talk.
himself a
Would you
great,
rather listen to this Beaver
eye-crinkling
story ever
smile.
again, or would you rather boop boop boop
I
boop
almost
boop,
can't believe
boop,
it
boop,
worked.
boop, boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop.
Now, wait just a minute.
Trilled
Uninstall.
the longest, making her slow path.
Are we
down to
done?
the
Are we
machine.
universally done? Is anyone paying
What
attention?
on Riverbank is happening here? We are at war, Beaver. And Builder, too. You both should know better. Beaver, You promised us that your machine would win the war, and here you have brought the enemy. You promised to destroy right to the mouth of our
I'm
colony
sad that the
tunnel.
bear is trying to talk me to sleep with a child's storybook like I'm a child, but like we're dating. It's weird, and also I hate it.
Beaver turned to the longest with an open face. Yes, ma'am, I did.
How long should I wait
believe
before
you
I
agree,
eat my
though,
canned pickles?
That I have won the war.
I want to try them with you guys on stream.
We have all won the war.
I ain't blaming you, mate. I was excited for any kind of story. It's just like, wow.
Because the war is over. The longest stared.
We got Beaver Wars
The
instead.
machines that we have built
Oh my
will
god, what
allow
if
us to
Beaver
become
War
not
is a
two colonies of
euphemism
war,
for
but a single
scissoring?
colony, united.
I think like a week. So they've been in there like 6 days.
The machines are designed to dam this river, ma'am, offered Builder. I believe you have the same dangers with fishing and swimming that we do. That you have never crossed.
They are, but they're canned. They're like canned pickles. They're not a quick pickle. So they are sealed. And doing that thing.
The crews cackled at the absurdity of ever crossing this raging river.
But I want to eat them because I want to know if I like that brine, so then I can make more. And I can't make any more until I know what the brine tastes like. So I'm just like, where's like the soonest, it's not going to be the perfect fermentation, but enough to where I can tell where that flavor profile is going and adjust as necessary. Do you know what I'm saying?
We have no need to fight the river now, you see? Builder continued.
Like playing a
We
thumb
sail
war,
above it.
but with their beavers. Yes. You could do it simultaneously.
Just as the single pebble did, long ago, whispered Beaver.
Where was the pebble? Oh.
Builder smiled. We have already carried 3 great ropes from side to side
It'd be
between us,
scissoring, but
and it
like
will be short
with
work to have a
attitude.
whole net built across the river.
They're separated by a body of wetness, is what I'm saying.
Once the river is dammed, it will be a still pond, stocked with all the fish we could ever need. Calm enough for us and our kits to play in.
I love a quick pickle, but because of this mass amount of zucchini coming out of my garden, I had to find something to do with a lot of it, so I started canning it and pickling it as an experiment, and I want to know, like, should I start canning more? Is it good? Or is it like, that's not it, I'm gonna shred it and freeze it. Or make bread out of it, or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying?
We will be a great community. The first colonies to ever cross water. The first ingenious constructors in the history of us. The crews were open-mouthed. Their paws hung still at their sides
Like
as they
power
realized the
scissors.
magnitude of what they had accomplished.
Like wrestling,
But would it truly be
wrestling,
good,
but the pussies
as
are
they
always
said?
touching.
Who was really to say how this great feat would be remembered?
If you're fermenting them with saltwater brine, for cucumbers you need like 2 to 4 weeks at least. When I ferment kraut at like 8 weeks, keep in mind the longer the ferment, the more sour it'll get. And if you don't let them go long enough, they'll taste more salty as the acids won't have developed enough yet. So I pickled onions, radishes, beans, zucchini, squash, shallots, cauliflower, garlic, did I say onions? Same, Viata, 100%. I want to snuggle. Like, he looks like the perfect napping, snuggling partner forever and always. Because he'd literally
The
read me to
longest
sleep
took a deep,
forever.
rattling breath.
Did I? Okay, yeah.
I can
That's what I
see why
pickled.
you did not tell us at
And
first,
canned.
Beaver. The true purpose of your machine. She glanced at him sidelong. I surely would have said no.
Slice that in lasagna, or
Nothing
someone
this
suggested
daring has
doing
ever
like
even been attempted before, let alone under the mask of subterfuge.
like how some people do it with eggplant. They make like eggplant parmesan. Crispy was suggesting doing it with the zucchini, which I love that idea because I don't like eggplant. It gets a little mushy for me, whereas zucchini just holds its form a little bit more.
Beaver looked up at her. Suddenly,
Zoodles,
a very young
absolutely
kid
on the
again in his
menu.
heart. Yes, that is true, ma'am. I have won the war. I have won by making it go away. We have all won it, by making friends out of old enemies.
I did the ball jars with the lid that you boil and seal. I did like hot water canning. You know what I mean? And then you boil them for 20. I have to do, because of my altitude, I have to do it for 20 minutes, etc., etc. What up, Vile? How are you, love?
Ma'am. Mother.
I canned so many red onions because I fucking
like
love pickled red onions. Mother? Wait, did he just call me mother?
The longest looked fondly on her son.
Oh no, still talking about
Her
beavers. Oh my god,
serious
it's still
and guarded
happening.
and daring and wonderful son. Yes, child. I have never been more proud of anyone.
Honestly, pan-fried zucchini is one of my favorite things in the whole world. Pan-fried zucchini or squash is just delicious.
Builder
I was trying to find ways to preserve
dance
it.
around, slapping Beaver
'Cause I can't eat
brazenly and
this much.
companionably on
Look
his
how
back.
big that is. It's bigger than my
Beaver
arm.
stood solemn, quiet.
They're
A
huge.
gentle smile.
There's so
tickling
much
the corners of his
volume.
mouth. Satisfied.
My mom used to do something like that too, Viata, but she would then sprinkle them with like Parmesan cheese and maybe some meat or like a piece of pepperoni or something and make little pizzas.
It was, as they had promised, quick work to dam the river. Beaver and Builder were excellent guides, and the crew from both sides of the river proved naturally adept and joyous in their work. Before the autumn settled in, a great still pool existed between the two colonies. Kits splashing and playing, and parents fishing safely.
What's the difference, Ike? Like, what's the difference?
Denny Strongpaw, the best fisher in the fast water, turned out to be the best fisher in still water too, much to his delight. And very early each morning, Beaver Proudtail still crept quietly from the colony and performed his morning rounds. He had never missed a day.
Schwiff, that's like my last resort. I'll have to do some of that, but I have like not a big freezer. I don't
But
have a lot of
now,
freezer space.
His favorite part of his patrol was seeing Builder Jumpfoot across the water and batting a very specific, very lucky, red striped pebble back and forth.
I really like squash and zucchini. It's so benign. It's kind of like a filler vegetable and takes on whatever flavor you cook it in, so it's fucking delicious. I don't know. I like shit like that. I just have a lot. He's still talking. I know. That was a really nice story. Peace and love forever.
That's just it. Thanks for listening all the way through. Good night, buddy.
I don't ever want that to happen ever again. I'm so sorry I did. Zucchini and pasta sauces I actually really like too. All right, let's go find someone fun and interesting and horny to talk to. Oh wait, hold on. I know what's up. You're fun and horny and interesting to talk to. We're already in love though. Let's see.
There you are. Come, come. I have something fun for us.
Benoit waves a massive bolt of what looks like plastic wrap at you.
Ooh! Let's pretend that never happened and never speak to Teddy again. I kind of feel yes on that. Yep. Is this some weird fetish thing? Do I want to know? You're not going to wrap me in plastic, are you?
Don't be silly. This is just to protect your bedroom from our activity. And while I'm hopeful it will end in sex, that's not the activity.
They beam at you.
We're going to bond over food and the sensuality of the human body. I saw them do this on an episode of The Confirmed Bachelor. They stripped down to their underwear and covered each other in lettuce, tomato, shredded cheese, sour cream, and ground beef. When it was all over, they rolled up into a blanket-like tortilla. It was very sensual. I knew you'd understand. Come now, help me get this plastic down, won't you? Can't have sexy fun if you have to do a bunch of unsexy cleanup.
You are not doing this in my room, I guess. This is gonna be so fun.
You help Benoit spread plastic all over your bed and the surrounding areas, ensuring that you won't make a taco-scented mess of your bedroom.
Okay, so my canned goods are packed in vinegar. They're canned pickles, so they last forever and ever and ever. Pickled is usually fermented or creates acids or packed in vinegar, which is already a fermented acid, and canning is like not doing that. The heating should kill the microorganisms like lactobacillus, which is what ferments and turns the pickle sour. We use salt brine to ferment because lactobacillus is fine with it and other organisms are not. My brine actually called for vinegar, salt, and a little bit of sugar. And then mustard seeds and peppercorns and celery seeds, I want to say. Dill. Allspice, a cinnamon stick. Like, I had to cook this brine and then pour it into the jars full of vegetables.
When it's all done, Benoit gives you a coy glance.
I don't know, fuck it, we'll just crack one.
Time to get naked.
We die or we die. It was tidal waves of nut. Tidal waves of nut across the universe. Brine is a very fun word. Brine. It's a good one. It's a lot of nut. And then there was like something about magical nuts as well. Benoit nuts a lot. I've changed my mind. Can I keep my underwear on? Got it.
Do keep your underwear on. As sexy as this is, it's far sexier to undress after.
Both of you strip down to your underwear, but it's hardly a sexy atmosphere. Benoit is too busy preparing both of your toppings.
Beautiful. Now, which of us should be the first to go?
You, please.
Happy to start.
Benoit lies down on your plastic-wrapped bed, giving you a look that can only be described as hungry, in more ways than one.
Go on.
Let's
don't
do
be
it in
shy.
our butts.
Start with the beef.
I'd love
You
to.
plunge your hand into the bowl of ground beef, and regret hits you immediately.
Thank you. It was supposed to be like an oil spill, but it's definitely a rainbow.
It's cold, gritty, and somehow both squishy and crumbly.
This is so gross. I'm only doing this for you. This is the second